yeah, there's communication between these objects, and you can influence what you're doing with your object, influence what happens with the other objects. So this is already showing that the complexity can change related to the rules, to the procedures, to the single multiplayer activities. So this analysis focused mainly on final prototypes, so final designs that we looked at how they have different design properties. But what we missed here is that we didn't really get a chance to look into the design process. So what happened before these prototypes were finished. So as a next step, what we did as a third activity was reflecting on the design process together with students from our department. They did a project, a design project or a design research project on Open and Play. What happens in our department is that usually they get a design brief from the department on their projects, but they have a lot of freedom to come up with their own ideas and to create their own project. And some of these are also students' initiation, so they came up with the project themselves. And usually they're like around 10 weeks of design work. So yeah, they don't involve any long-term evaluation, but only like short first encounters with the design. So these are the 6 projects that we looked at. And we interviewed students after they did this project about the process they went through and asked them to reflect on the process also compared to other projects they did. These were all master students, so they were all experienced design students. And one of the things that a lot of students stressed was that it's what was difficult for them when they designed for Open and Play was to make a decision in what to offer to the children and what to leave open for them to improvise with. So as a designer, you have to make conscious decisions on what do I design, how does it look like, but also how does it react, how does it work. But with Open and Play, you also have to think, what do I leave open? So what is not my control, but the control and the interpretation of the player. So for instance, one of the students on this project on the right picture, the shuffle project, what he did is, what he experienced is that he put too many interaction opportunities into the design. So he evaluated it with children, and what he saw was that they only used like a subset of his interaction opportunities, and they already played a lot of